What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? It's I, James. RedemptionAgency.com, urban-picker.com, 24 years selling full-time on eBay. And eBay has taken the power away. Just a little topic I want to talk about that I had to deal with this morning. And a change that eBay made that just took the power away from sellers to be victims again. So we'll talk about that. Then, of course, look at the numbers from yesterday. What to start off with? Notes. Don't have any, because yesterday I didn't do nothing. Nothing business-wise, anyway. Jan was off, so we ended up doing like a deep clean on the house, and I ended up just getting into the cupboards and throwing out everything that was expired and just got a new dog bed. Oh, I forgot to go get the other part of the dog bed. I'll go out and do that today. A lot of vacuuming and cleaning and stuff, so didn't do no business stuff yesterday. So didn't get nothing listed. Just I pulled and shipped yesterday, but other than that, yep, got my. So I took my car. I know going to have to take it to a Porsche dealer, but I thought, well, convenience. I'll just take it to a local shop up the street, and the only thing they could figure out is why my battery was dead after 1 year is because you have to reprogram the computer or it treats the new battery like the old battery. So I had to buy a new battery and pay for them to reprogram the car. And since they couldn't get the hatch open, it cost more because they had to climb in through the back to do it. So they couldn't figure out how to open the hatch. So they didn't get the hatch working. They didn't get the heater working. So I get home. I figure out how to open the hatch. There is a manual list or a manual way of doing it. If you climb inside and stick a screwdriver in a slot and blah, blah, blah. So that probably could have saved me a couple $100 if I would have just went up there and opened it for them. But I still couldn't get the meching. It's just still not working properly. So I tried all the little quick things to lube it up and all that and nothing. So I'm going to have to take it to the dealership and get the heater and the hatch fixed. So. Boo-hoo. But, yeah. All right, let's get into the numbers, I guess. Don't have too much to talk. Well, let's see. We're 10 o'clock right now, so let's see where we're at. We'll go to the clothing store first, since that one was the media store. We'll give that time to populate. Clothing store, we're at $87 at 10 o'clock. Media store, we'll add 10 to that. Okay, so we're at $141. So we're over $200. At 10 o'clock, we were at 300 yesterday, and then it just died out and had a long period of nothing coming through again until basically after I was done again, or after I shut off my computer. I shut off my computer about 7:30. No, actually, it was a little earlier last night, since I wasn't getting anything done. About 7, I think. Maybe even 6:30, now I think about it. Until after that, then I guess some sales started coming in on the media store. There's been a trend you're going to see here on the clothing store. So yesterday, 0 items listed, so $389 for the week still. Sold 64 items on the media store, 18 items on the clothing store, bringing the total sold yesterday at 82 items. Nice. There's another. Oh, that was the one sold and then paid. So it's 280 items sold for the week so far. So did I look at the wrong one? I did. So it's still about the same. Okay. Money made yesterday on the media store, $620. Clothing store, $250, bringing the week total to $870. The day total yesterday, $870. The week run total of $3,414. But if you check out the clothing store here, $250, $241, $258, $243. So we're just staying right in there in that pocket all 4 days so far. It's usually not common, right? So not to be that close at all times. I mean, if you look here, 3, 2, 250, 190, 283, to have them that close is kind of weird. So, but again, that's the account now that I feel like is going through that phase that the old account went through for years. So again, it makes me kind of want to put it all back over into the other store, but I think it's better off with just keeping them separate and just waiting it out. Plus, I did lower the percentage over here also, but still to have that consistent is kind of weird, even with the lower percentage. Let me see if that's making a change. When did we do that? The first of the month. So let me go this month and see what the percentage is. Oh, it's still going to be high because of the $300. Duh. So can't really base it on that. Can't really base it on that because of the $300 that comes out at the beginning of the month. So, all right. So eBay taking the power away. What I'm referring to is when they switched the returns policy that even though somebody opens up a return, they can still leave negative feedback. So before, if you open up a return, you didn't have to worry about negative feedback. Well, they changed that back, and you have to worry about it now. So I had an order of 4 items go out, and person with low feedback, and they're saying none of the items work. Come on now. The odds of 4 items going to the same person and they all not work is slim to none. Okay, maybe 1, maybe 2, not all 4. And so, of course, open the return and I will send you a refund. So they open up the return and then they started going off. Well, you said all items are guaranteed. I bought these with the impressions they were going to work, and blah, blah, blah. And of course I'm going to leave negative feedback, blah blah blah, if I don't get a refund. Oh, great. Here we go. And of course, since they did open the return, before I wouldn't have to worry about it. I would just say, send it back and I'll refund your money. Well, now, in order to avoid the negative feedback, I had to refund the money. And of course, they're not going to send the items back because they work. I'm sure of it. It's just a scam. And now we're vulnerable to that once again. We have no power over the scammers anymore. At least before, if you could get them to open a return, then you had power. You didn't have to worry about them leaving negative feedback. But since they took that away, now we got to play the scammers game. We either take the negative or we pay to not have negative feedback. And I've heard before, and one of eBay's rules is, buyers can't blackmail sellers with negative feedback, threats, or whatever. The amount of people and feedback that I've gotten all over these years that I've reported, and even though the messages from the buyers will say they're going to leave negative feedback, that doesn't equate to them. That's not enough for them to say, oh, that's a threat or blackmail or whatever their terminology is. So I've never been able to get anything taken off because of anything like that. So we're just a victim to scammers now. So, but shouldn't be surprised with the way eBay is run these days. So no surprise at all. No surprise. So, unfortunately, that's just the way it is. Thankfully, more people are good than bad, but still, that's something that we had power over that we don't anymore. But not that I worry too much about negative feedback. It's more about, is the cost worth it? You know, how much am I going to be refunding these people? If it's $200 or whatever, even if it's $100, whatever, I'll take the negative feedback. I don't care. But if it's like $20, is it worth just refunding the $20 to save 4 negative feedbacks? They only count as 1, but it still shows up as 4. So I just refunded them and blocked them. So they'll probably end up still leaving negative feedback. I'll go in there now. No, not yet. Now I've only got 5 in the last 12 months, so that would add 4 to that just in 1 month. So I had to give in to the scammer today. All right, so we're at 103 on the clothing store now, and 153 on the media store. So we're at 250 at a little after 10 o'clock. So hopefully we just won't have that. I won't have that dead area today. Sales will come in all day long. Oh crap. I've got to get some videos made. All right. Yeah, I went ahead and my head scanned yesterday. Jan looked over the scan and didn't see anything major that she recognized, except, and it wasn't major, what's it called? Deviated septum. Deviated septum is a condition where the cartilage and bone that separates the two nasals is off-center or crooked. I've never had a broken nose that I know of. I don't know if that's what causes it. Trauma, birth defects, growth factors. Symptoms, nasal congestion, especially on one side. I definitely feel that. Difficulty breathing through nose, always had that. Nosebleeds, not so much. Facial pain or pressure, plenty of that. Snoring, don't snore. So I've been told. So other than that, but we'll wait and see the doctor's notes or whatever. So I wonder which way it's pushed over. Push it back or something. We'll see what the doctor has to say. Boo doo boo boo boo. Doink. One thing I am doing though differently is now I'm making sure when I do my neti pot, I'm waiting until like after I do something major, like after I've done cleaning or something in the house, or after I've been working in here all day or something, and I might be pulling stuff from storage and stirring up dust. Then I'm gonna wait and do my neti pot thing after all that to clean it all out and see if that doesn't make any changes with the pressure and stuff like that. So been pretty good the last 2 days, I believe it was. So or day and a half, something like that. Alrighty. Get some work done today since I didn't get anything done yesterday. And I got 7 hours straight sleep. Yes. 7 hours of straight sleep. Didn't wake up once, so that was nice. Haven't had that in quite a long while. So, but it's feeling good. All right. Hockey game tonight, so I'm only working till 6:30. So I better get moving. So, alrighty. Thanks everybody, and I will see you all in the next video.